So in this video, we are going to do what everybody else is too afraid to do. We are going to make a definitive list of UFC champions from least racist to most racist. So, number one, the least racist, we have Sean O'Malley. So, I think it's pretty clear that Sean O'Malley is not racist just by looking at him. But just if you just looking at someone is not enough, then you can also look at his personal life. He has a wife that is Mexican, and also has a best friend who's a ginger. So generally, like, it's pretty clear he's not racist. He even let his best friend, his ginger friend, fuck his Mexican wife. So he is for interracial relationships. So so I would give him a solid 1 out of 10. Then next after him we have Leon Edwards. So I would still consider Leon Edwards as pretty non-racist, but there are a few reasons why I put him above Sean O'Malley. The main reason I have him is because he's British, and we all know British people are generally extremely racist. And second thing I have is because he only is really, really good when he fights against black people. Like, he literally got destroyed by Old Man Ideas in the 5th round, but completely dominated Kamaru Usman, who's objectively a far better fighter. So, it just seems kind of sussy, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna lose against Colby Covington next, because he just doesn't have the racism energy. So I would put him at a point above Sean O'Malley, but I would still consider him to be pretty unracist. Then next off, we have Alexander Volkanovski. So my first problem I have with him is that he constantly beats up minorities. Like, it's not even a joke. He beat up Max Holloway like 3 times or something. He fucking destroyed Brian Ortega. He completely destroyed Yair Rodriguez. He literally completely dominates those guys. But then when he fights against a white person like Islam Makhachev, he gets fucking head kicked and knocked out in the first round. So it just seems kinda, suspect. So I just put him at the rank of 3, but still pretty unracist in my mind. Now we make a big jump to John Jones, who I consider to be the real life Uncle Ruckus. He clearly hates black people. Like, he literally had the craziest beef I've ever seen with Daniel Cormier. He literally threatened to beat him up and kill him, just for what? For no reason, basically. So I think the only reason why he hates him so much is because he was black, basically. And for further evidence, the only guy he ever lost to was Matt Hamill, I think, and he's fucking white. So I think it's pretty clear that he actively lost that fight, and actively made it need him to get disqualified to, just for a white guy to win one. So I would put him at a pretty high racism rating. But we have still a few guys above him. We have Alexander Pantoja. I forget to include his name, but I think nobody cares, because nobody cares about Alexander Pantoja pretty much. I mean, but I put him here because I just think he's kind of racist. Like, I honestly don't know anything about the guy. He might be the most unracist person of all time, but I honestly don't give a shit about him. He just has the vibe. So I gave him I put him here. But it could be very much different. So I had a question mark here. So then after him we have Sean Strickland. I don't think that's a surprise to anyone. Like, I don't think I have to explain that. Like, he literally became the UFC middleweight champion through the power of racism. Literally, like, he was an average, like nobody saw him to ever win a title, but through the power of racism alone, he became the UFC middleweight champion, which is pretty impressive actually. But I have to put him, to give him 6 points for that. So, but above him we have, I think nobody's surprised by that either, Alex Pereira. You'd literally change sports just to beat up a black guy. Like, you can't barely get any more racist than that. Of course, we're gonna have someone who's above him. I think you all know that at this point, but I'm just gonna talk about what he did. He was the Glory kickboxing champion, like, and he literally changed sports. He had no wrestling or nothing of that, just so he had the chance, not just for the chance to beat, Israel Adesanya, who's a black guy. So I had to put him very high for this. But, I had to deduct some points because, he got beaten in a rematch. So he isn't quite the most racist fighter. It's the most racist fighter in the UFC I think to nobody's surprise, is Makhachev. I mean, first off, he's Russian, which is a very good indicator if someone's racist, because we all know Russian people are very racist. And he also constantly bullies and shits on Daniel Cormier, which might be because he's incredibly inbred. Like, just look at his eyes. But it also might be because of his fucking racism. So, I put him in 9 out of 10. And he just, besides like those facts, he just has this really, really like racist vibe. So I put in a 9 out of 10. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think is the most racist fighter in the UFC? The most racist champion in the UFC? And yeah, write what you think in the comments. So yeah, bye.